This is Gary Atencio with CNTV, and today we're in Highlands Ranch, Colorado. I am here at Cookie Cutters since 1994. They have been providing families with an amazing haircut experience where you discover how fun a haircut can be. I'm joined with Cindy, who is really a multi-franchise owner, entrepreneur. Let's start off a little bit about yourself. I mean, honestly, you've done quite a bit in business. You started out in the corporate world. You've gone on to do really a small mom and pop type of businesses all the way up to media. Let's talk a little bit about how this got started for you, why you felt the Cookie Cutters was a good match for you.
I will do that, absolutely. Yes, I can talk about that. So I've been part of Cookie Cutters since 2017.
Okay.
What really got me involved in this is because I'm a franchise broker and I was familiar with Cookie Cutters as a franchise concept. I helped several of my clients actually purchase Cookie Cutters in different parts of the country. And there was an opportunity for me to purchase the one that is in Lakewood. So in 2018, my husband and I did that. We bought that location. It needed some TLC, it needed a little bit of attention and work. So we turned that one around, and then 2 years ago we opened the one here from scratch. This was one that it had been a former salon, and we got the location and decided to put location number 2 here. And so it's the second location in the Denver metropolitan area, and we've enjoyed starting it and doing something from scratch, and I love the whole idea behind it. My children are grown, but we have children that come in here every day, and sometimes it's their first haircut.
Yeah,
so yeah, we're helping kids to have fun with this.
Obviously, I mean, past generations out there, including myself, if I think back of when I got a haircut as a kid, I'd have to say it wasn't the highlight of my day.
Right.
I mean, this really isn't a haircutting place that of yesterday. This is something new and pretty cutting edge. Tell me about that.
Absolutely. We do help our families to be the heroes for their kids. Okay. We want kids to enjoy the haircut. But one thing that I learned is not every kid likes getting a haircut. Okay. And my children enjoyed it, so I didn't have an issue with what some parents face. And it wasn't until I owned the Cookie Cutters that I realized not every kid likes a haircut. And in fact, some of them are quite terrified by it. So this actually allows a diversion for them. So they can watch TV, they can watch their favorite show. We have any kind of show they pretty much can think of that at their fingertips right there in front of them. They can sit in a fun car. They can play in the playground at the front of the store, and at the end they get a lollipop and a balloon. So really it's about building good habits, because one thing that we want kids to really learn is a haircut is an important part of life. You'll be doing this your entire life, and so it's sort of like brushing your teeth or going to bed at night. You need to learn the habit.
I mean, as a father of many children myself, I can agree with you the fact that some of my kids feel that a haircut is a necessary evil that they've got to go do. I mean, they have to sit there, stare into the mirror, and that's about it. You really have plenty of things to keep their attention and basically to make them forget that they're getting their haircut, but really they're here kind of having a fun time.
Right. The TVs really it's the key for them. Yes. Because we can pull up a Disney movie, we can pull up a PBS show, we can pull up something that they might watch at home and have them feel comfortable here. We do have some parents that their kids haven't been exposed to TV, so they can choose not to watch TV, but we find that it's a distraction. And if they're not enjoying the haircut, we can't make them enjoy it, but we can sure provide that distraction. So just a simple act of letting them watch their show, helping them feel comfortable, sometimes is all it takes to get through a haircut.
I mean, you're keeping the attention of the kids. At the same time, parents look around and realize that this is a company that really has paid attention to detail. I mean, everything around you is kind of fun and exciting. I mean, all the way down to the detail of the chair they're sitting on.
Right.
They're sitting in a fantasy chair. Tell me about those and why they're popular.
Yeah, that everything in here is primary colors. So it's all about kids. The focus is on kids. The mirrors are in different shapes. We've got stars, we've got flowers. We've got a fire truck for our sink basin, so that they're actually, when they're getting their hair washed, it's from a fire truck. But each of the little cars has been hand designed, taken from like a little street car that the kids used to ride in, and we just converted it into little seats that they can sit in while they get their hair cut. Make it fun.
That's exciting. As any parent out there would agree, when the kid's happy, we're happy.
Exactly.
And obviously, I mean, this doesn't have to be the stressful event that people are used to. This really, you're not only putting the child at ease, but you're putting the parents at ease as well.
Right.
I imagine you hear that quite often from parents who are like, very nice.
Yes, we do. We hear it all the time, in fact, because in some cases, parents have tried to give their own children haircuts, and especially going through COVID. Exactly, and it didn't turn out like it looked on YouTube. So we have been busy ever since we reopened from COVID, and a lot of the parents were like, this is what, we just needed to get out of the house, we needed to get back into a routine, and we knew that we could get a good haircut at Cookie Cutters. So it's nice to hear that they're grateful that we're open and that we're back here for them.
I mean, obviously, the kids are your specialty. Yet, this is a place where you can bring in more than just your kids. You can bring in the whole family. I mean, tell me about this. We're talking about a full family service that can take place here as well.
Yes, and a lot of it's convenience. So when mom and dad are coming in, maybe they don't have time to go and get their hair cut. So for mom to get their hair cut here, it's going to be a different experience. It's going to be pretty quick, but it's the convenience factor. For dads, it's like getting a regular haircut, and they can get it from a very well-trained stylist that can give adult cuts just like kids cuts. They're not any different. You know, the heads might be bigger, or in the children's case, their heads might be smaller, but a haircut is a haircut, and our stylists are trained to do all of those.
That is exciting. So daddy cuts, mommy cuts, teen cuts,
yes.
Even a baby's first haircut becomes
that's
an
my
event
favorite.
here. It becomes something you're going to remember, and obviously first impressions are everything.
Yeah.
If they're happy the first time they want to come back, is that something that the stylists enjoy taking part in?
They do. It's the baby's first is fun and exciting because usually the moms are like, I really want this to be a special time. So we give them a little lock of hair in a little plastic bag. We put it on a little certificate that has their name on it and their picture, and they walk out with a memento. They walk out with something that they can put in the baby book. So it's really fun to see that for the moms. And it's a good start for the kids to get their haircut.
First impression.
Exactly.
It's fun.
Exactly.
I mean, not only can everyone get their haircut here in the family for convenience, but if you all come in at the same time, you can even save a little bit of money doing it that way. And obviously, this is a place that kids don't mind waiting for dad to get their haircut because
they got the
waiting room
playground.
is a lot of fun, and the fun starts at the front door.
Right, exactly. We have our little playground up front, and for parents that have multiple children, it's nice because they know that they can leave them up front, let them play, and then let whoever's getting their haircut focus on getting their haircut.
Tell me a little bit about Family Day.
So we have a family day. It's on Thursdays. So for people in this area who might have multiple children, they can come in and get a discount if they bring in more than one child. In addition to that, which a lot of people take advantage of, we have a prepaid haircut card, which means you can buy a card and save about $5 off of every haircut when you buy the card up front. You're basically buying 5 haircuts in advance, which reduces the price. So a lot of our families with multiple children just buy a card over and over, and that's how they pay for their haircuts.
And that works for the whole family, so
It
you
does.
can use it for one kid twice, another kid
You
once, however
can,
you want.
and it never expires.
Okay.
So it's actually a really great deal. It's the best deal for getting a haircut here for a discount.
Great deal and a quality deal, better than trying to do it at home like I've tried before, and that's not the way to go. Obviously, they come in, something they're going to enjoy, and get a quality cut by a professional.
Absolutely.
Like we said before, basically, this is not the haircut of yesterday. Share with us, obviously, it's a fun environment for the kids, yet at the same time, it's a caring environment. Tell me why the stylist is an important part of that success quality.
Well, the stylists make this the experience that it is. So as the owner, I love owning this, but I don't cut hair. So I have to form a team that can actually cut hair and give good haircuts and also be good with kids. It can be a challenge to find that person, but the parents are really grateful because when you find a stylist that can cut your child's hair and do it fast and do it great at the same time, they'll bring them back over and over and over again. So I'm always looking for stylists. I'm always hiring stylists who understand that, who've been well trained, who has some experience in what it means to give a child a haircut and do it quickly, but do it well.
And do it well. That's the key right there, especially when it comes to children. Obviously, like I said before, this wasn't the haircutting place that we got our haircuts when we grew up. Is it exciting for you to see the smiles on some of these kids' face when maybe they kind of pulled them in the first place,
Yeah.
but then all of a sudden they're here, they love it? Does this continue to be rewarding for you when you see that?
It is. It is. And I'm not here every day. I mean, I have an excellent staff, but when I am here, I enjoy wearing my owner's badge and seeing those little kids get out of the car. Now, sometimes they're not happy when they get in the car, but my stylists also know that you get this going, you get them distracted, you do well, you move along quickly, they can be in a totally different space by the time the haircut's done. And I've seen that happen over and over, where when the haircut's over, they're happy, they're just fine. They started out angry, they started out upset, but by the time it's over, they're good to go. And I love seeing that, and having the parents go, oh my goodness, I just, they've always hated it, but they don't hate it here.
That is exciting. Viewers, let's take a look at the bottom of the screen right there. What you're going to see is their website. First of all, on the website, take a look at all the services they provide. We're talking about haircuts for the entire family, but if you've got a child out there that basically, maybe doesn't like the haircuts, and if he does like haircuts, he's going to love this place. If you've got a child that maybe has special needs, definitely bring them in as well. This is a place that can basically give them something to look at as well. We're talking about, look no further. These are definitely the professionals in the industry. I mean, this is one of the largest and fastest growing child salons in the country. We're talking, they've been around for a quarter of a century. They're in basically 22 plus states. Inc. magazine's top 500. They've got over 100 locations. These are truly the professionals. And like you say, if you're a stylist out there that is good at your art and you love basically taking care of some of these kids and understand how important it is to give a fast, quality, good haircut, this is a great team for you to come out and join as well. Basically on the website, you're going to see that they have the services. You can download the app. You can also schedule right there online, which makes it real easy. Read the testimonials, and you're going to see a lot of the folks out there who really enjoyed the experience of bringing their child in. And keep in mind, we're talking about 2 locations to serve you. We're talking about Lakewood as well as Highlands Ranch. And so basically follow them on Facebook, Instagram. They'll let you know of any specials they have going on as well. Once again, that is basically Cookie Cutter since 1994. Haircuts for kids, where you're going to discover how fun a haircut can be. This is Gary Atencio with CNTV. And if you don't know, now you know.